Hello, everyone. Welcome to December Circle Time, where we will focus on patterns, sorting, keeping warm during the winter months, and having fun. During today's Circle Time, we're going to start off with a song that you may already know and love, except we've tweaked the words a little bit just to make it a little bit more math friendly. Let's see if you can recognize this song. And if you want to sing along to this modified version, please feel free. We have made sure that the lyrics are right up on the screen. Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. 2 eyeballs and 1 little nose, and then 2 arms. I think we're almost there. And now it's time to add a hat and buttons too. 1, 2, and 3. Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. We're all done. Thank you so much for joining me on this silly little song, and I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's a song that I think has made its way into a lot of your homes, and we decided to tweak it a little bit to make it more math friendly, just to remind everyone that math is something that you can do with anything, something that you're already using, something that you might already love. You can just tweak a little bit, make it more intentional and more fun. And along with making a snowman, some of you may have access to snow, some of you may not. And I want to encourage everyone to make their own snowman and share it with us on our Zeno Instagram or Zeno Facebook using the handle on the screen above. And some ways that we can make snowmen are with snow, with arts and crafts, or maybe even with pillows and comforters, and maybe even little cars as eyes and buttons. We would love to see everyone's snowman. We are going to be reading The Mitten by Jan Brett. My version is in Spanish, but I will be reading it in English. The Mitten by Jan Brett. There once was a boy named Nicky who wanted mittens as white as snow. At first, his Baba did not want to make him white mittens. She said, if you drop a mitten on the snow, it will be hard to find. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens so much that finally Baba made them for him. As soon as they were ready, Nicky put on the mittens and went out to play. It wasn't long before one mitten fell off and was forgotten. A little mole found the mitten and crawled inside. It was just the right size, so he decided to stay. A rabbit came hopping by, and he wiggled in next to the mole. A hedgehog wanted to get warm. The mole and the rabbit made room for him. The owl didn't want to be left out, so the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog had to move over. The mitten was getting crowded. It started to snow, so a fox pushed his way in and made himself right at home. Then a big bear sniffed at the mitten, and the animals were packed in tight, but the bear did not care. He crawled on in anyways. The mitten got bigger and bigger. Then a tiny mouse squeezed in and perched himself on the big bear's nose. The mouse's whiskers tickled the bear's nose. Making all the animals fly everywhere. Nicky's mittens went flying in the air, and there he could see his mitten. Nicky caught the mitten just as Baba was ready to walk outside. Do you think Baba knows that Nikki lost his mitten after all? We have a big mitten and a little mitten. Thank you so much for joining us in this story, and I hope it reminds you to stay warm during these cold months. Now we are going to move on to our next activity, where we get to practice our sorting and recognizing patterns. So first, I want to recognize the patterns going on in our scarves, and I want to know, what pattern do we notice from this scarf? I noticed that this scarf is ribbed. Do you know what that means? When something is ribbed, you can kind of feel it. And you can feel that the ribbing it kind of sticks out. So it's jutting out or poking out. And then you can tell that some of the ribbing is poking in. So we have some out, some in, some ribbing out, some ribbing in, out, in, out, in. And a pattern is something that repeats over and over more than 2 times. So this is most definitely a pattern because there's so many different ribbings in it. Now, I wonder if this is a pattern. It doesn't really repeat, but there's so much of the same colors. So there's some pink, some blue, some pink, some purple, then some blue, some pink, some blue, some pink and purple. It repeats throughout the scarf, but it doesn't repeat in the same way that we see patterns. So this definitely has a pattern, but it might be a little bit hard for us to recognize. Then we have this scarf. Do you see a pattern with this scarf? I see a pattern. I see lots and lots of squares. So during this pattern, we can just count the squares. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you think there's 10 squares, or do you think there's more than 10 squares? I think there's more than 10 squares. I think there's so many squares, I don't think I can count them all. And then we have another scarf here with a different pattern. I'll hold it up closer so you can see. This scarf has lots and lots of polka dots. Again, this scarf has so many polka dots, I don't think I can count them all, but it repeats throughout the whole scarf. Now, I think that another activity we could do with these scarves is separate them by type. Is this scarf going to keep me warm in the winter? I don't know. Is this scarf going to keep me warm in the winter? We'll see. So I'm going to separate them into 2 categories. Here's the fall and spring category. This one is very see-through. And it kind of keeps me cool and fresh in the spring and summer when I don't want to be too hot. So this one will go in the fall or the summer and spring category. Now this scarf will keep me so warm and cozy during the cold winter months and also the fall months when it starts to get cold. So this scarf will go into the fall and winter category. What about this one? Will this one keep me nice and warm? No. This one will keep me nice and cool during the summer and spring months. What about this one? This one will keep me nice and warm in the fall and winter months. Thank you so much for playing this game with me. I also have some gloves that we can use as well. So during this activity, I'm going to hold up a glove and I want you to help me find the other pair. They have to look exactly the same, okay? So here I have a really black and thick glove. Let's see if I can find another one. Is this glove the same? No, this glove is smaller and it's pink. So they're not the same. Is this glove the same? They're both thick and great for holding snow and ice, but this one has some gray fur on the top, and this one has some black stitching on the top. So they are not the same. Is this glove the same? No. This glove is red and this one is black, so they are not the same. I think that I found the one. Is this the same? They are the same. So these two gloves are perfect for picking up snow, maybe even using a shovel to rake up the leaves or shovel the snow. So I'm going to connect these together to make sure that they don't get lost again. Let's find another pair. Can you help me find another pair? What about this glove? Let's see if I can find the second pair. Do you remember this one that had gray on it? Are they the same? No. This one is gray throughout the whole glove, but this one only has gray at the top, so they are not the same. What about this one? This one again is gray throughout the whole glove, and this one only has gray at the fingertips, so they are not the same. Did I find the right pair? Yes, both of these mittens or both of these gloves are gray throughout the whole glove, and I hooked them together so that they won't get lost again. Now let's try one more pair. Let's see if we can find the identical match to this glove right here. I think I saw one that I thought was similar. Are these the same? No. This glove is red and this glove is pink, but they are very close. So you guys did a great job figuring that out. What about this one? No, these are different. This one is black with the gray fur and this one is red. I think I found it. Both of my red gloves I'm going to put together, and these ones will stay tucked in so that they don't get lost either. Thank you so much for playing these sorting and patterning games with me. I think that we're ready for our goodbye song. Are you ready to sing a goodbye song with me? I had a lot of fun with you all, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, so long to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I had so much fun, and I really hope to see you again soon. Bye.